All right. Here is the agenda. Do we have a volunteer to read the agenda? Read it nice and slow as I underline the words. Any volunteer? Joseph,
I
my friend.
can.
Joseph's hands
Hi.
up. Joseph was quick with the hand raising emoji. And by the way, I always review. If you want to use your hand raising emoji, you go to reactions, and this is the hand raising right there. That's raising the hand. And then you want to also remember, go back to reactions to lower the hand. If you like something somebody said, like if Joseph says something, I think, yes, absolutely, I might give him a thumbs up. If somebody says something funny and you want to share that you think it's funny without turning your microphone on, this is how you do it. There you go. So get used to all your reactions, all that good stuff. And Joseph, are you ready, my friend?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, here we go. So I will underline the words on the agenda, and Joseph will begin reading. Whenever you're ready, Joseph.
Yes. Welcome, Manuela, Erika, Robinson, Vanessa, and Anonymous Peer Review.
Oh, whoops.
Oh,
Who am I missing?
and
Who am I missing? I forgot. There's one more student.
yeah,
Who was I missing? Who was I missing?
after Vanessa,
Manuela, Erica, Robinson,
Robinson, Vanessa,
Vanessa.
and
No, that was it. That was it. I thought there was one more. I thought there was 5. Hold on a second. I was looking on that list. That's it. Okay. All right. So everybody,
okay.
let's do this. Let's welcome Vanessa, Erica,
Welcome,
Manuela, Robinson,
and
everybody. Did I
Vanessa.
spell all your names right? Nobody's saying no. So welcome everybody, newest members of our class. All right. Next up, go for it, Joseph.
Anonymous Peer Review.
Very good. Anonymous peer review. All right. And that's what I like to do to practice writing and editing. Okay. Keep going.
Forest Fire vocab game.
Very
Remote
good.
access.
There we go. So I'll ask for another volunteer to do this, and I'll explain what that is when we get to it.
Forest Fire's remote access.
There we go. That was the engine exercise. Also get remote access. And then,
Vocab Typhoon.
very good.
Break optional.
Very good. So when I say optional, sometimes people want to just go straight through and skip the break. That's fine.
Introduce Wednesday's assignment.
There we go. Introduce Wednesday's assignment. So yes, for our new students, we have a live class. That's right now on Mondays. Then I always post an assignment due Wednesday, and I check in to see if everybody's okay. And then I post an assignment for Friday. So you want to be mindful of the 3 days. So Monday night, that's this class. That's where we all meet. And then I give you an assignment on Wednesday, and then I give you an assignment for Friday. All right. So we've got Erica, Robinson, and Vanessa and Manuela. Only if you want to, you don't have to. Manuela, Erica, Robinson, or Vanessa, would you like to say hello to everybody? Give a little introduction of yourself, your favorite color, your music you listened to this morning, anything. What you had for breakfast, I don't care.
Okay, can I start?
Yes, Manuela, go for it.
Okay. My name is Manuela Ruiz. I'm from Colombia. My favorite color is I think white. The music that I heard this morning was techno.
Anyone in particular?
Mm, they are two ladies, but I really don't remember the name.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, okay. Are you asking for the like type? If it's
No,
hard
I was just
or
wondering the artist, the name of the artist. Nothing in
Okay.
particular. So you had a good day.
Yeah.
Did you paint the walls in your room white today because it's your favorite color? I'm joking.
No.
Okay.
No. But I need to do it.
Okay. No, it already looks pretty white,
Oh
but
my
if it's
God.
not white enough, go ahead.
No,
All
I
right.
need to do that.
Welcome, Manuela.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Erica, Robinson, or Vanessa? You don't have to answer those exact questions. You can just say hello.
Hello,
and
my
tell
name
us
is
as-
Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa, tell us as much or as little as you want. Not too
I'm from Colombia. That's it.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Okay. Oh, I got a question. Vanessa, how long have you been in the US?
4 years ago, I arrived
4
here.
years.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
Yes.
All right. Do we have Erica or Robinson?
Good night, everyone. Good night,
Good evening,
teacher.
my friend.
Yes. My name is Robinson Frederick. For those who doesn't know me, I'm from Haiti. That's it. I'm here to assist, to learn. That's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, Robinson, I just noticed you did a great job turning your camera on, but where you see your face right here, so right about here, I'm just going to draw a picture. You're going to see on the upper right-hand side 2 boxes. One will say mute and the other will have 3 dots. The 3 dots right there, you can add your name. So just play with that a little bit and then you can add your name on it so that when I take attendance, it's a pretty big class. I've got 29 people attending. So just make sure that when you arrive, right now, your name says iPhone. So just make sure you
Okay.
your profile name and play with it a little
So,
bit.
what should I do to put my name?
You see where you can see your own face? Right there on the upper right-hand side, you'll see 3 dots that just click that and then you can add your name. Take your time. I've already see that you're here, but just for future reference, one thing to get used to. No worries. All right. So nice to meet everybody. I guess we don't have Erica, but if Erica arrives, we will meet her. And everybody else, let's see. So Manuela, Robinson, and Vanessa, we've got a nice big class with people from all over the world, different parts of the planet. So you'll make lots of friends here. So next up, anonymous peer review. We haven't done that this semester. Anonymous peer review. So a word and a phrase, and I have a slide that I'm going to use that I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen and bring it up. I realize it's actually on a different slideshow. One moment. Here it comes. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Okay. And back to sharing my screen. All right, so here we are. So anonymous peer review. Here are, everybody, please repeat after me. Just watch my mouth for pronunciation. You can turn your microphones on and say the word anonymous.
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 Very good. Now, here is the definition of anonymous. And here are some synonyms. You can repeat the synonyms with me. Unsigned,
Unsigned.
undisclosed,
Undisclosed.
unidentified,
Unidentified.
Good. And here's the word in context. The survey will be anonymous.
The
Anonymous.
service
The
will be
service
anonymous.
will
would be
anonymous.
Very good, very good. So a little trick. I believe this has a Greek origin. Usually a lot of these words that have a beginning with A mean the lack of or the absence of. Like if has anyone ever seen this word atypical or a political or asexual? These words, I mean. Oh, I forgot the L.
I think without
Oh, there's a lot of people
sexual,
here.
without political.
A lot of people. You may or may not have. This is actually this one, Atypical. It's a popular series on Netflix. Apolitical describes a culture or society that's not particularly involved in politics. Asexual means a person who is generally not very sexual in nature. Their sexuality is not much of a priority. So those are examples of the root word of anonymous. It means like the absence of, without. So unsigned, undisclosed, or unidentified. So think of it as without a name, anonymous. Maybe you were given a present at some point and there was no name of the person who gave it to you. It was anonymous. So it's without, not to not have. Anonymous. Now, many of you have advanced degrees from other countries. Blessing, I believe you have a degree in sociology.
Yeah. Yes.
And a few others have advanced degrees from different parts of the world. Let me just look and see who's here this evening. Alizar, where did you finish your degree?
Where or when?
Or I say where?
Well, in Caracas in 1993, and then I make a master online in 2005.
All right.
Online, yes.
Now, so Alizar, I'm just going to use you to it. Now, many people here have advanced degrees from different countries, different parts of the world. So I'll just use Alizar and Blessing. So Alice, let's see, Blessing, it's sociology was the topic. Alizar, what did you study?
International relations.
International relations. So
Yes.
for either Blessing or Alizar, oh, actually, hang on one second, who else is here? How about, and I believe, never mind, it was one person with a background in accounting, I believe. But anyway, so many students and so many different backgrounds here. So for Blessing and for Alizar, have you ever gone through a peer review? What these two people in the picture are doing?
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell us everything, Blessing. Blessing, when you responded, you said, oh, I could tell in your voice, like, oh yeah, been there, done that. Tell us.
Yeah. From the picture I'm seeing, the write-up is not very clear. When we're in school, I and my fellow classmates, maybe there are some subjects we go through ourselves. We'll try to explain it when the lecturer is not there, so that for a better understanding, especially before our exams. So we'll just meet up with my classmates to review the courses we've taken in class for a better understanding. Thank you.
Thank you. So what she's talking about, I don't know if in the US we would call that a peer review. We might call that like a study session, or even actually in government we call it a caucus, where like a particular group of people discuss a particular subject. But it's pretty close. In the US, a peer review is right here. I don't know if you can see on your screens. I didn't have a very high resolution photo, but It says the process by which scholars, people doing some type of research and publishing, assess the quality and accuracy of another research paper. So let's say these two are researchers, they're graduate students of some nature, or they're studying some particular topic, and they're reading a paper before it's published, widely published by one of their peers. A peer is like a colleague, someone in the same line of work and the same line of study that you are. So let's say, Manuela, you are a researcher in, what's a subject you like? Any subject. Music,
Could you
science.
please repeat the question?
What's a subject you like? Any subject in the world, something you like.
I think that I really enjoyed the I don't know, let me think.
Don't think too hard. It's okay.
But I don't know. I didn't remember. Like I'm thinking about the past because was like a long time. It's almost 5
How
years
about, let's just
that I
say,
don't see like
do you like history?
yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's it. So let's say Manuela is writing a paper to publish related to history. And once she's finished, she's going to hand it to Blessing. And Blessing is going to do her best to see if Manuela is making any mistakes in her argument, or if there are any ways that Manuela could improve the paper. And then when Blessing gets feedback, when Manuela gets feedback from Blessing, Manuela is then going to give the same paper to Joseph and see what he thinks about the same subject. And then when she gets all the feedback from all the different people on the subject, she's going to take all their information, take all their suggestions, and then revise her paper to see if it's more accurate and stronger. So that's what a peer review is. Doctors do it a lot. Doctors doing scientific research, all kinds of stuff. So what we're going to do is called an anonymous peer review. And this is going to be very interesting because 3 of you in this class were not here last week when the writing assignments were due. So this will be very, very interesting. So if a peer review is anonymous, we're going to look at a student's writing, and will we know who the writer is? Absolutely not. It's going to be totally anonymous. And I'm stressing the word anonymous because if you see your writing, don't say, "That's me." Don't jump up and shout, "That's mine. I'm a genius. Thank you, teacher. I'm so proud." No. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. If you see us making a lot of corrections, oh, this is misspelled over here. Oh, that's a grammar mistake over there. Oh, we're confused. What is the writer saying? Don't cry. It's totally anonymous. So if you see yours and if you see your friends, don't say, "Hey, Pinar, that's your writing, isn't it? What were you thinking?" Don't say anything. Say nothing. Nothing at all. "Alizar, you wrote that." Don't say anything. Make it totally anonymous. So that's what we're going to do. Now, for this, I want to use the chat. Is everybody familiar with using the chat on our Zoom? I'm going to send a message to everybody. And please respond to show me that you... Very good. All right. Fidelis, you were ahead of me. Good job, Clutis, Douglas. Okay, great. So everybody write in the chat. Very good, Valencia. Thank you. Alazar, good. So 6 of you have responded, so that's where the chat is. Now, I'm going to click on the next slide, and I'm going to ask a volunteer to read a very small writing sample. And then we're going to take our time, take it nice and slow. We should hear lots of clicking, lots of typing in the chat. I'm going to ask if anyone wants to make any suggestions. So here we go. Okay, so here we are. This is the first writing sample we're going to look at. All right. Do we have a volunteer to read this one?
I can,
Can I?
teacher.
Oh, let's see. Who was that?
Roner.
Me.
Roner. Okay,
Oh,
yep, I heard Roner was really ready. Okay, go for it, Roner.
Okay. I feel like she didn't make the right note to tell her grandmother because I feel like she should have told her grandmother that she had stage for lung cancer so that she can prepare herself for the future. That she knows and grabs it and passes away knowing why or how it was caused. It also gives her time to grab some more of the family time she does have left to live and grabs life and appreciate everything and everyone she has around her.
Very nice reading, Roner. All right. So now that we have time to process it, we want to give feedback using the chat. Take your time. If anybody thinks, if you think it's absolutely perfect, change nothing. You can write that. If you have a few suggestions and you look on the screen, you might say, hey, maybe move this line over here. Maybe say it, maybe replace this word. Maybe change this bit of punctuation. Write it in the chat. Take your time. Take your time. And for our new students, Manuela, Vanessa, and Robinson, you must be very confused right now. What is this that we're looking at? You must be totally confused. I challenge any one of your classmates to give a little context. What assignment was this in a few words? Who could tell the new students what this assignment was all about?
It was about Lulu, got a grandmother. She has the cancer, the lung cancer, but she decided to not tell her grandmother. She was on stage 4, but the family made a big party, like a wedding party, for they together to make a big party and tell the grandmother it was her grandson party, a wedding party, but grandmother was really sick and they don't want to show her. They was sad. They want to say goodbye to her, but they don't want to show the sadness. Okay.
That's perfect.
That's
That's perfect. Absolutely wonderful. So what Valencia told was the topic of the whole story that we read. So we read a fascinating story about a family that was losing the grandmother. Instead of telling the grandmother she was going to die, they all pretended to get together for a fake wedding, when really it was a living funeral, as it were. So it's a very interesting story that we read together 2 weeks ago. And don't worry, for new students, you can go back in Google Classroom and read it. So this was the writing assignment based on that. So take your time, everybody, and try to give a peer review. Anything you want to change. Or if you think it's perfect, if you think the writing does not need any corrections, you can say that. Take your time. I see one suggestion was just put into the chat. Take your time. Okay, very good suggestion, Eudelis. Very good suggestion, Alizar. I'll give it a minute, everybody. And Ting Ting, I think, just came in. We're doing what's called a peer review. So if you see any changes, so you have any suggestions for the writing on the screen, go ahead and write your suggestions into the chat.
Thank you, Ms. McKibbens and Carol.
You're welcome. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody 1 minute. I'm going to put a 1 minute timer on my phone. When you hear the beep, 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 I'll start reading some of the suggestions. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's the timer. All right, so I'm going to start off with Eudelis gave us the first suggestion. And I love it. It says in the chat at exactly 8:30, so about 5 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago. Thank you, Eudelis. All right. So Eudelis writes, hello, I realize the paragraph needs punctuation marks and be careful when using capital letters. So that's true. There's a few minor punctuation mistakes we should identify. Capital letters. I think, Eudelis, you mean this one, right?
Yeah, that one.
I noticed, I think most people, a lot of people notice that one. So yes, that's one minor error. So I'll erase that. That wasn't a very pretty A there. So I'll use print. So yes, that could be a lowercase a. So all part of the proofreading process. Very good. Yeah, let's see. And the next suggestion is Alizar says, probably I would use another verb instead of feel. And peers can use a lot of, and the peer uses a lot of that. So Alizar makes a good point. There's an abundance of the word that, which can be a bit redundant. Redundant means used again and again and again in a short chunk of writing. So you definitely want to be mindful of using the same word too often. So beginning the sentence, that she knows and grasps it and passes away, knowing why or how it was caused. That's true. There is it constantly. So using a vague pronoun like it's a little bit confusing. Perhaps maybe the sentence, you could say something along the lines. I'll just give an example of a more concrete way to say this. Given the fact that she knows, instead of that she knows, given the fact that she knows and grasps, instead of saying it, we can say grasps the reality or the seriousness or something along those lines. So definitely good to always try to be more descriptive, more colorful in the writing. Here we go. Whoops. Sorry. There we go. All right. Next suggestion. These are good suggestions. Thank you, Alizar. Thank you, Eudelis. Next up, Eudelis did ask a question. Stage 4 lung cancer. Oftentimes in academia, that's really kind of an arbitrary rule. In titles, I would actually say, in this case, because it's a medical diagnosis, it's okay. But
Okay.
very often, I mean, you could say it's really writing the word 4 versus stage the number for as stage 4 lung cancer. In this particular context, either one is fine. There's
okay.
not yeah, that's more like let's call it like an aesthetic choice and the writer's choice. It doesn't really give or add or subtract anything in this case, but it's a very good question. William says missing orthography and the point. Not quite sure what that means.
No, forget me.
Okay.
I didn't check the very well before
Okay, it's not a problem.
sending
It's
the
not a problem,
message.
William.
I'm
But if
sorry
it
about
comes,
that.
you're good. If it comes to you, you can definitely throw that in the chat. All right, Valencia says there are some errors in the sentence. So there's about 5 sentences. Valencia, which sentence would you like to change? We'll wait to see if Valencia gets back. Johanna says, I think it is not necessary to put feel and like in the same time. For example, you can use I think and then she didn't. Okay. Okay, so she's talking about the first sentence. So Johanna's making a suggestion to change this because I feel like she should have told her grandmother. It is identifying the writer's opinion when this particular so this is actually following the assignment because I did ask the students to give their personal opinion, so that's following the assignment just fine. So there's nothing, so that's following the assignment as asked. Pinar says make the right choice in quotes. Pinar, where do you see that?
For first sentences, I feel like she didn't make the right not to tell her.
Right, I see. I feel like it also gives her time to grasp more.
First one. First
the
sentence.
first, I'm sorry. The very first line. I thought I was looking down at the third one. I feel like she didn't make the right. You got it, Pinar. Good.
Yeah, this is the
Everybody knows
first
one of the-
sentences.
I actually, yeah. It's missing a word.
It's
The word
okay.
choice. Good job. Good eyes, Pinar. Very good. So I feel like she did not make the right choice. So as it's written, I feel like she didn't make the right not. That's confusing. The right what? And yes, the right, they definitely meant to say choice. So that was, I'd say, that's why we proofread after we write. She did not make the right choice. And she meaning Lulu, the main character of the story. Very good. Douglas said, you can say, Douglas, which sentence did you want to change?
All the way to the down, almost the end.
Okay, let's read.
Everything and everyone she has.
Douglas suggests appreciate you as removing these two and just adding everybody. Is that correct? That's what your
Yes.
suggestion is?
Yes.
All right, Ronaire mentions linking words. Can you give an example, Ronaire?
Sí. For example, in spite of
Oh, yeah, sure,
the
sure.
hard situation, the situation complicated with the situation my grandmother, her grandmother. So in my case, so I would like to say the truth because I consider it's the very, etc., etc., etc. For example,
Okay. But you would do it in second person, not first person, because we're talking about the main character, Lulu. So perhaps you'd say like, in spite of the fact that Nine had stage 4 lung cancer, Lulu should have. Is that, for instance, what you mean?
or the other linkings word, however,
Mm-hmm.
for example, nevertheless, nonetheless,
Oh, I got you. I got
the
you.
complicated situation,
Okay.
I prefer to say the truth, for example.
Okay. So yeah, Ronaire is a big fan of these linking words and phrases. So if you're ever interested in using however and in spite of all these great preposition phrases, you can message Ronaire directly because he's got a lot of good stuff, Ronaire. And Valencia says, oh yes, Valencia suggested the second sentence instead of passes, we should use past. Okay. Oh yes. So past tense. Got it. Yeah. Oh, right there. I see where you're looking, Valencia. There we go. And past ed away, knowing why, what it has caused. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, that makes more sense. Very good. So switching from present tense to past tense. Very good. Okay. So do we have another reader for the second writing sample? Whoops. Manuela's very excited. Go for it, Manuela.
Okay. At the end of the story, I think that Lulu understood the reasons, even though she did not share them. Since she was raised in America where you know you are going to die, and that type of situation is taken from a different perspective. Lulu's mother explained the different reasons the family had for not telling Nanai about her illness. And on the other hand, it was not their business.
I think this piece of writing made Ronaire much happier. There you go. That's what you were looking for. That's going to be a big smile for Ronaire right there. All right. All right, he's already smiling. Okay, so everybody, same thing. I'm going to put a 1-minute timer on my phone. When you hear the beep, add all of your suggestions. If you think it is perfect as is, say, I like it, change nothing. That's okay, whatever your suggestion is. If there's a few words or phrases you'd like to change, punctuation suggestions, whatever, throw it in the chat. I'm setting the timer now. Go for it. Okay, there it is. Time's up. Okay. Udelis, you're always the first to write to make a suggestion. Udelis is a fast typer, fast thinking and fast typing. All right. So let's start off. So Udelis suggests, I think we should change the word share. We should change, quote, share them for change that. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna give it a shot. Everybody tell me what you think. So Udella says change share them for share them. All right. Oh, you want to just cut share them and say something else. So where is that? Which line do you see that in, Udelis?
Yeah, I try to say like, shall we say like share that?
Share that.
No,
Is that
share
in first? I'm
them.
looking for the word
I
share.
don't
I don't seem to see that.
like share like even
Oh, right
though
here on
she
the corner, on the
didn't
side.
not share
Okay.
that. I
That
think.
is in the news that she was going to die, the information. Okay. So Udelis makes a suggestion, cut this and replace it with, and this is just a suggestion. It's not right or wrong. This is a choice from the writer. So it's a suggestion. Share that. That's what you'd suggest doing? Okay.
Yes.
Johanna is a big fan of this paragraph. So if the writer, if anyone is, if the writer of this piece is present and is having a hard time staying anonymous, Johanna is your friend because Johanna just wrote, "It's perfect. Don't change a thing." So Johanna, you made a friend with somebody tonight. I'm not going to tell you who it is because it's anonymous. Let's see. Alizar says, "Nice job. Change the expression, quote, it was not their business." It does seem a little bit informal. I wouldn't say rude. It's not rude, but it's a bit informal. So let's underline that, none of their business. Which line is none of their business? Reasons, even though she does. Oh, that's the last line. It was not their business. So, Alizar, do you have a suggestion?
I don't know which because probably the meaning of is not their business, but because we are talking about life and illness and human beings. So when you introduce the expression "it's not their business," it's not their problem.
You're right. Alizar is pointing out something called tone. It's not the right tone because it's
That's
you're
right.
right. The tone, if we're talking about something serious, the tone in the writing should be serious. Like it's like when you're if your best friend looks over your shoulder and starts reading your phone, you say, "Hey, that's none of your business." That's really casual. We don't want to use the phrase if we're talking about someone is about to die and is not informed that these are their last moments on earth. We need a more serious, we need some more gravity in the writing.
Yes, and the other thing is that we could see the both opinion, the opinion or the mother in America and also in China. So we could, through this history, we could know that in China, in this culture, the person owned to their family. So this not in America is not their business. It's okay, but in China, yes, the family is the business of the family.
I'm going to point this out. the second line does identify very well a main theme of the story we read, which is a contrast between two different cultures. But it implies the contrast. I'm wondering, does it really clarify the culture? Because we do have the advantage of 3 people in the room right now, on the Zoom call right now, who didn't read the story. And I'm wondering from, say,
Okay.
because we've all read it, but
Okay.
I think it might be a little vague, assuming that the reader already knows the story. Let's ask Robinson or Manuel or Vanessa. Vanessa, when you read this line, since she was raised in America where you know you are going to die, do you have it, when reading that for the first time, do you have any idea what the story is about? Or are you a little confused? Vanessa
No.
or Manuela.
No,
Thank you so much, Vanessa. So remember, Vanessa is looking at this with fresh eyes. She didn't read the story that we read.
Okay, good.
But Vanessa has no idea what this person is talking about. We need a little more detail.
Okay.
What
Okay.
exactly is that cultural difference in that story? Because it's not clear in this piece of writing we're looking at. How could we clarify that? What you said, Alizar, is very clear. I think what you said is perfect, but it's not showing in this writing.
Okay. Yeah. So it would be interesting to know their opinion after they read or they know all the history.
Oh,
Probably
I think
will
we can just
change.
improve the writing right now. Let's make the writing
Yes.
better now.
Yes, yes.
Let's fix it. Let's make it better every day, better and better.
Okay.
So, Vanessa or Manuela, this is a story where you have a woman in China who's going to die, and the family decides not to tell the woman she's sick because they don't want to upset her, and that's perfectly acceptable in their culture. But you have this young American woman who was raised in America, who believes that your life is yours and yours alone. And if you're going to die, you have the right to know you're going to die and do with your life what you will. Whereas in the culture of the rest of the family, that's not the way things are. The family can decide for you. So that's this conflict between two cultures. Who could change this sentence just a little bit to make it more clear for the people who didn't read this great story that we read? Because when I read this, in America where you know you are going to die, I was thinking, if I hadn't read the story, I would be real confused. You know you're going to die? Well, yeah, I do know I'm going to die. What are you talking about? Everybody's going to die. What are you talking about?
you have the right to know
There
that
you
you are gonna die.
In America where you have the right to know if you are going to die. I think that's a lot better. Thank you, Vanessa.
Okay.
So not bad, Vanessa. You didn't even read the story and you've already helped improve this writing. Very good. Not bad. Okay. And we got a few more suggestions. Oh, Ting Ting says in the second line, Ting Ting already gave us a suggestion. So Ting Ting right there says, I'm gonna write Ting Ting's suggestion. In the second line, if Ting Ting suggests in America where you have the right, Ting Ting and Vanessa, you're kind of thinking along the same lines there. So Ting Ting, Vanessa, make friends. You were thinking exactly the same thing. Say hello to each other.
Yeah.
Have the right to know you are dying, as in progressive. You have the right to know you are dying is better. So Vanessa or Ting Ting basically made the same suggestion, which is much more clear. Good work. All right, so let's wrap it up. That was an anonymous peer review. Good job, everybody. So writing is a process. It's always rewriting. Always remember when you're writing something, if you're writing in another language, you're thinking, oh, I got to write this in English. And then when you look on the page and you see all those words in English, you're like, oh, finally, I'm done. Get it away from me. No, you're never done. Writing is rewriting. It can always change. It can always get better and better. It's a lifelong process. So let's go into next order of business. Here we go. So did the anonymous peer review, and now we're going to go over a little bit of, I'll give remote access to one person. Here we are. So this is the vocabulary game I gave everybody to finish last week on Friday. I would like a volunteer to take remote access of my computer and complete the vocab game. Who would like to do it? Just give me a hand raising emoji. Eddie, you want to give it a shot?
I try.
I think you were one of the first people that turned it in. So here's what I'm going to do. There was only a very short matching exercise, really short. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open this up, and just like when you call tech support for somebody, I'm giving you remote access to my computer. I'll take it away in a minute. So here we go. I'm going to give remote control to Eddie. We pronounce your name Montestim, right?
Yes, Montestim. It's a French name.
What's the correct way to say it? Montestim?
Montestim.
Montestim.
Yes.
Sorry, I got my American accent's messing it up there. All right, you should. So everybody, take a look. I'm not controlling the computer, and Eddie, go for it. See, Eddie is moving the mouse for me. Now, Eddie, you can go full screen. Go full screen down on the right. I'll show you right over here. Let go for a second. There we go. Wait, hold on. Full screen.
It's good.
Perfect. Okay, Eddie, you got it. Now, if you don't know the answer, Eddie, who can help Eddie out? Which one should he click? As stated.
Oh, my mouse not function well. Oh my goodness.
Click the wrong one. Is it according to or for fires? Which one? Matching the definition.
According to.
That's right. Thank you, Alizar. So
yeah.
Alizar, tell Eddie what to click.
Now.
Oh. Eddie, follow Alizar. Click the box. Click the box. Wrong one. Wrong one.
No. No. No.
That's it. Get it.
Yeah.
No.
My mouse not function well.
Oh.
You just got it.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh.
It's okay. I think you were clicking up rather than clicking down there, but you said your mouse was having problems. I can take.
Yes, my mouse not function.
No problem. Would anybody else like to give it a try? Joseph. Okay, Joseph, here we go. All right, so Joseph, I'm gonna give you remote access. Okay, there you go. Joseph, you've got it. I'm gonna click for you, start again. Okay, Joseph, when you're ready, press start and you have control of my computer. Go for it. All yours, Joseph. There we go.
Capacity.
You can help him with the right answers.
Capacity. No.
Wrong one. You want capacity, not forest fires. So the physical and mental power to do something is capacity.
Oh.
Good. Okay, listen to Alizar, you got it. Got some points on the scoreboard, Joseph.
Okay.
Concentrated on, giving attention to.
Focus on.
There you go. Good work, Joseph.
Focus on. No. Yes,
Yes,
good.
good job. All right, good teamwork, everybody. Good teamwork, Alexander and Joseph. Physical or mental power to do something.
Capacity.
Capacity, yes.
Capacity.
Right answer,
Yeah.
capacity.
No.
Capacity, come on, come on.
Oh,
Capacity.
no. Oh, no.
Come
No.
on.
No. No.
You click the dollar bill and you get an extra point.
No. Capacity. Oh.
Oh, wrong one.
Oh.
It's okay, it's okay. All right. Nice job, nice job. So it's always good to, I always like to do this in groups because you can see one person, if you're not quite sure which word matches the definition, you can ask a partner and it helps communication. It helps recalling that vocabulary quickly. And it's also good because it helps with computer skills. So all in one. So that was the exercise I gave everybody on Friday last week. But on Wednesday, I gave everybody the NGen exercise about forest fires, which is why I have my background as a forest fire. Has anybody wondered why I have this crazy background? I look like I'm on fire.
Oh.
That's why. I gave you the
Oh.
article to read about forest fires last week. So that's why I look like I'm on fire. So here we go. I'm going to return to sharing my screen. 9 o'clock right now. Does anybody want to take a break or do you want to go straight through?
Go straight. Go straight.
Okay, I see blessings. Like blessing is like, yes, Alizar, yes. I think Joanna's smiling, Eudelis is smiling, like nobody wants a break, everybody just wants to get it done. Okay.
It's okay.
All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. So I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen. We're gonna leave the game. I'm gonna take away remote access from Joseph. Good, nice work, Joseph. So here we go, remote control. Gonna need one more volunteer. So here is, so that's our Google Classroom page. And here it is. This is our assignment Wednesday last week. When you open it up and you're signed into your NGen account, it goes right to the NGen lesson. So there it is. This is going to take a little more time. Whoever takes control of the computer, I'd like you to just press play, listen to the entire article, and then complete the exercise. Do I have a volunteer? Douglas? Oh, wait.
That's
Douglas,
okay.
Douglas needed a break. You got the coffee emoji. Got it. Douglas had to step away.
Want me to do it?
It's entirely up to you. I thought you stepped away from your screen. Did you want to do it, Douglas?
Yes, I gotta read all this thing and then.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press play. Everybody can listen to it all the way through, and you can review your vocabulary. Everybody, if you got the note, your all these words in your notes, review them, and then Douglas, you'll do part 1 and part 2. Tap the highlighted words and try to get the right answers. And it'll be up to everybody else in class to help you get the right answer.
Okay.
So don't try to do it alone, Douglas. It's a lot. Say, guys, help me. I need help. You know, say, don't feel alone. Okay, so Douglas, is your camera working, Douglas?
No. No, yes.
There you go. See, look at Douglas. He's handsome, isn't he? Don't be afraid. You can turn your camera on. I'll press play, then I'll give you remote access, and then you try to get all the right answers, and you got everyone in class to help you.
Okay.
Here we go.
In 2023, forest fires destroyed nearly 400 million hectares, 988 million acres of land around the world, killed more than 250 people, and emitted 6.5 billion tons of the greenhouse gas carbon dioxide. Pauline Villan-Carlotti, a researcher in geography and wildfires, told AFP 2023's fires had been out of control and showed that firefighting capacities were inadequate. Efforts should now be focused on prevention rather than cure. We are no longer capable of coping under current conditions with the current firefighting manpower. Thus the importance of acting beforehand on prevention rather than afterwards on firefighting and extinguishing, she said. With 97 dead and 31 missing in fires in Hawaii in August, 34 killed in Algeria, and at least 26 dead in Greece, the year with more than 250 deaths overall was the deadliest of the 21st century, according to the Emergency Events Database, MDAT, run by the Catholic University of Louvain in Belgium.
All right, so there's the article. That's why I chose a forest fire as my background. Okay, so I'm going to give you remote access. Douglas, are you ready, Douglas?
Yeah.
Okay, Douglas, here it is. Where's Douglas? Douglas. No, there it is. Okay. All right, Douglas, so you can now take control. Press OK. There it is. Good job. Go for it. Oh, wait, let me move my video panel because that's in the way. Hold on a second. Let go for a second. Okay, I'm going to move the video panel because I don't think everybody can see. Okay, there it is. Go for it. And I'll move the closed captions up to the top. All right. Which one of these is now you've got control. Okay, which of these statistics from 2023 is not true?
It's not true. They just over 4 million.
Help them out, everybody. Do it together.
I think it is.
Scroll down to
That's
the fourth choice.
the first one.
Yes, just over 4 million hectares of land was destroyed by forest fire worldwide.
This is not true.
That's.
So I gotta press OK or over
Well,
this.
click the right answer. There's 4 choices. Click the right one.
So I'm clicking. There you go.
Oh, she gave you the right answer. Do you see why in the first paragraph it says nearly 400 million? So nearly is almost.
Almost.
Right. So it said just over, which would mean more than 400 million. Good eyes, Alizar. And this is a quote. So that's the second paragraph. Which one describes the quote in the second paragraph? And Douglas, if you need help, ask your classmates for help.
Yeah, I think I read the question and choose the correct
Okay,
answer.
jump in there, everybody. Help them out.
I think is the second one. The focus should be put on increasing firefighting capacities.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, so you got Alizar and Udelis. Anybody else want to chime in there? Douglas is just hovering with the mouse over the answer. He's not quite sure.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, go with it.
Oh no,
Oh
sorry.
no, scroll down and see what the right answer is.
Sorry.
Wow, both of them.
Okay.
So the next one will be which of these will enable they could do that.
So maybe ask one of your classmates to reread the second paragraph to find out. Pauline Villan-Colati, a researcher in geography and wildfires, told AFP's 2023 fires had been out of control and showed that firefighting capacities were inadequate. Efforts should now be focused on prevention rather than a cure. So which one of these choices most agrees with Carlotti's statement?
The last one, teacher,
Maybe
maybe.
You gotta convince Douglas.
the most important thing is focus on viruses. Yeah, I think the last one will be the majority of fires. That's one here.
It's entirely up to you, and you can ask the whole class to join in.
Yeah, if somebody wanna give us opinions, so
Don't be afraid.
I think it's the third paragraph.
the most important thing is a focus on the fire and extinguishes.
So Carlotti says efforts should now be focused on prevention rather than cure. So which one of those stresses prevention rather than cure? The third or the fourth?
The fourth, I guess.
Don't be afraid, everybody. It's not a real test. I think everyone's a little too serious here.
I will choose this.
Okay, go for it. That is incorrect. It is actually, give it a, which one is focusing on prevention, not cure? No, Douglas went with William rather than.
I'm sorry, Douglas.
It's
Douglas,
okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. We are learning.
It's all right. So everybody, so notice that Douglas went with William instead of going with Eudelis. So this is a lesson, gentlemen. The woman in your life is always right. Sometimes we got to learn it the hard way.
Yes. So
Teacher, like the fire behind you.
Thank you. You're the only one who noticed it. Yeah.
Yes.
does somebody else want to choose another one?
First, no.
One and
fourth
two
one.
looks a little off topic. Prevention, not cure. What's the difference between prevention and cure?
Taking action. Prevention is taking action to avoid something bad happens.
Very good, Alizar. Taking action to avoid. So it's better to not get hit by a car than go to the emergency room after you get hit by a car. Don't be afraid, Douglas. Choose the right answer. You got it now.
Okay. Oh my God.
It was number 4, Douglas. It was number 4. All right. So paragraph, what does 31 represent in the final paragraph down here on the bottom? With 19 dead and 31 missing in fires, what is 31 representing?
I think the second one.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's the second one.
The number of people
The
who
third
have not
one.
been found in Hawaii
3.
after fire in August. Second, the second one.
The second one?
The second. Yes.
Yeah, second one.
Because because
Teamwork.
in Hawaii in August, there was a fire, a big fire, and they found 97 dead, but 31 people didn't found them, so they were missing.
Correct. 97 dead and 31 missing. That's correct.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Douglas, click next, please. Scroll up. Hit start. This one's grammar. You're going to hear it again. Drag and drop.
In 20, forest fire, destroy. I think it's.
I think it's the last one.
The
last one.
The last one. The last one.
Definitely pass. Good teamwork, everybody. Good job. Killed more than 250 people and
The second one.
Emitting 6.5 billions. Emissions, I think it is.
well,
No, not emission.
No.
Emitted. Emitted.
The
The
first
first
one.
one. The first one.
The first
The
one.
first one. The first one.
everybody's
Emitted.
getting emotional now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopping under the
We're no
second
longer
one.
capable of, and now we're in present progressive tense. Which one should we do?
Yeah, the second one.
The second one.
Camping under.
We're no longer capable. You can read it aloud, see which one works. Capable of coping. There we go. Don't be afraid to read it aloud. Rather than afterwards on firefighting and the importance of acting before.
Extinguishing, she said.
Expensive.
The first one.
You say this one?
Yes.
Douglas, trust yourself. Read the sentence. Rather than afterwards on firefighting and extinguishing, or firefighting and extinguished, firefighting and extensive, firefighting and extinguishes, firefighting and extinguish. Which one seems like it's the natural choice?
Extinguish.
Go for it. I think you know it.
Extinguishing.
Yeah.
There you go. You got it. Keep it going, Douglas. You're doing great.
I just press the buttons. People help me out.
The whole idea, work together. Don't do it alone.
Okay, so
Listen to each word, then drag the correct word in the blank space.
Hectares.
hectares.
Lecture. Hectic. Heartless. Heater.
Which one is a unit of measurement?
First one.
Hectic.
First
The
one.
first one.
First one.
There you
First
go.
one.
Drag and drop, Douglas.
Hectares.
Beautiful. Keep going.
The first one. Hectares.
Mhm.
Tons. Tongue.
So
Tennis.
the first one.
Tunnel.
Toned.
The
Tons.
first one. Thorns.
Tons.
Thorns. The first one. Yeah.
Tons.
Correct.
Tons.
Okay, let's see.
Backhand. Beforehand. Beware.
All hands.
Forehand.
The second
Be-
one.
before-
Beforehand.
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 Beware.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Yeah.
Forehand.
Beforehand is the right answer.
The last one, right? Question 4.
Forehand.
Beforehand is the right answer.
The
Beforehand.
second
Beforehand
one.
is the right
Beforehand.
answer. Beforehand.
beforehand,
Yes, beforehand.
No.
Beforehand.
beforehand,
Good teamwork.
Crazy with more. That's over this what the
Dishonest. Deadliest.
Yes, it is deadliest.
Dearly. Dealt.
Deadlocked.
Oh,
The
this one.
second one. The
The
second, yes.
second one,
Oh,
deadliest.
yes.
The second one.
Deadliest.
There you go. Scroll up a little bit. See your score. Not bad. You see, once everybody started working together, just fine. There we go. All right, everybody.
We did it.
We did it together. Yes, I love it. And I encourage you all on your own. It's a very big class. If you ever want to get together with somebody, one person shares their screen, do it together. Don't just do it by yourself. Get together with a partner throughout the week and practice this stuff together. It's a lot more fun. All right, so I will take back my my computer. But I think you don't mind. Actually, you've probably had enough. Douglas is like, get me out of your computer. I don't want this anymore. Right. So here we go. So I'll go back to remote control. Stop remote control. Okay, I now have control of my computer again. Here we go. So now I am controlling everything. Good work, Doug. I know that was tough. All right. So here is our next assignment. I've just posted it earlier. I'm not going to give a writing assignment this week. The new assignment here, I posted it titled ironing. A lot of great vocab. It's about an interesting, it's actually about personal hygiene. So when you click on this right here, young people no longer iron and they're missing out. So ironing is what this person is doing. And it's true. Not a lot of people born in this century, I should say, take time ironing as much. Maybe if you have a special occasion, you're going to a special event, you have to press a suit or something like that. You'll iron a really nice shirt. These days, ironing is only for the, a once in a while occasion. Other generations, ironing was normal. Like every day you go to work, you want to have a shirt ironed and pressed. And that's not really, that's more like the generation before me, I think. So it's an article about a generational difference in Western culture. You could actually say the same, for men in particular, you could say the same thing about shaving. My father is 75 years old. In his generation, men shaved their faces every single day in America. It would be weird not to wake up every morning and shave. These days, it's almost the opposite. Most men want to have a little bit of a beard. So it's generational differences.
I have nothing.
There you go.
I have.
There's a Chinese proverb, actually, Douglas. Wait. Ting Ting, are you still here?
Yes.
Wait, where's Ting Ting? Wait, she might have left. Oh yeah, Ting Ting, can you tell me if I said this correctly?
Sorry, I just drink water, so I can't.
I was saying that men these days usually like to have a bit of a beard in America. And Douglas said, whereas older generations like to shave clean shaven. Like but these days, most men in America have a little bit of a beard. So Ting Ting, tell Douglas, I'm going to give this proverb, this phrase to Douglas. Tell me if I'm saying it correctly. Douglas, 你出生在错位的时间. Translate Ting Ting.
I don't know.
你生错年代了。You are born in a wrong time, I think that.
Perfect. Yeah, Douglas, you were born in the wrong time, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're born in the wrong time. So in the 19 Doug, everybody look at Douglas. He's perfect for 1950s America. Like you'd be a movie star. So I'm gonna give a kind of an example. Movie star of the 1950s. There we go. Clean shaven men.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. And here's the 2000s.
He'll be me.
Exactly, 2000s. Here we go. Now men want to look like this. Here's today. So generational differences. And this is a story about ironing. So the first paragraph, it says, I'll play the beginning.
During my days as a retail worker, I ironed many dozens of shirts. The floor manager was most insistent it should be done properly. It's a lesson never forgotten. Now, what others regard as a chore, I regard as a pleasure. This is why I was shocked to read a survey this week revealing that 1 in 3 under 35s admit that they don't own an iron.
So for people who are the new students who are just getting used to NGen, I haven't sent the NGen login to you yet, but when you do get logged in, what I recommend is once you go over one of these articles, press play, listen again, and then write down the vocabulary words, and you can go over each word, hover your mouse over it, left click retail worker. So if you're not sure what that word means, left click
retail worker.
It'll give you not only the pronunciation, but also the definition. Or
floor manager.
And then it will give you the definition. So pace it out throughout the week slowly. Break it down, because you'll see the article has about 4 to 5 paragraphs, but a lot of new vocabulary words in each paragraph.
Insistent.
Slowly left click to get the pronunciation, and then read the definition, and take it like every day. Start memorizing 5 to 6 new words, and by the end of the week, you're familiar with everything. That's about it. So guess what, everybody? We didn't take a break, so we're done. I posted the assignment for Wednesday on Google Classroom. Any questions?
Okay. It's okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you
Take
next
care, teacher.
Monday.
Take care.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye, teacher. See you.
Bye.